reviewing knotless box braids and giving y'all a little versus, like knotless box braids versus regular box braids. Which ones are really the best? Like which ones are the best? Okay, so I'm gonna start out with knotless braids. The pros is they have no tension at all, period. And that is a super plus. I have knotless box braids in my hair right now, and as you can see, it's no tension. You do knotless box braids. I'm a licensed braider for those of you who don't know, so I do these all the time. When you do them, you start off braiding with the person's hair, with their hair, and then you just add the braiding hair in as you go, and the braid is knotless, so it's no tension at all. So ladies, if y'all ever went to a braider and got your edges snatched and all that, you know, I know a lot of people have had bad experiences with braids and they don't want to try them again because they're scared they're gonna get their edges snatched and all this stuff. Try knotless box braids, but make sure the right person does them, because if you feel tension with your knotless box braids, then they did them wrong, period. It's no tension at all, you know, because I always did my own braids, but even myself, I know with regular box braids, you know how you pull them up, you know, after you get them done. Like, of course I didn't braid it tight because I could feel, you know, in my own head that, you know, I didn't braid it too tight to where I was in pain. But of course you want it to look neat. But when you know how when you pull them up and stuff, you feel that tension. You be like, oh, they feel fine when they down. But when you lift them up to pull them up into a bun or something, you just feel all that tension and it just feel like it's pulling. You don't feel none of that with knotless box braids. It literally feels like the braid is coming out your scalp. That's how it feels. It feels like the braid is coming out your scalp, like you just braided it, and you know, it just feels like it's your real hair. And that's another pro. They look super natural. Let me give you guys a close-up. They look very natural, you know what I'm saying? They don't look, you know, like hair is added. Depends, I mean, it looks like hair is added, of course, but you know, it looks very natural. You can't see where the hair has been added in at. And another pro, I feel like they last long, like regular box braids, you know. I feel like they last just as long, and maybe longer, just depending on what you like. Cons of the knotless box braids. The first con I would say is by the 3rd week that these are in your head, if not sooner, depending on how your hair grows, you're gonna be able to tell it because you're gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they're very natural looking. So once your hair start growing, you're gonna see the, you know, the braids start to, you're gonna see your new growth coming out immediately, because the hair is started off with your real braid. I mean, with your real hair. So that's a con, but not really a con, you know. I would take that, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily, me personally, I wouldn't necessarily consider that a con, due to the fact that the braids are tensionless. Like, there's no tension, so I would overlook that. I mean, I feel like mine are old, but I still think they look pretty good. Next con, it's hard to lay your edges. Now, if you one of those girls that always lay your edges right every time and you don't have no problems with that, then this does not apply to you. But for girls like me, who's still trying to find the right edge control to figure out how to get your edges to be laid all the time, now I did look good. I can't even lie. This probably the best my edges done look. Now this side didn't come out too well, but this side right here did real good. But if you still trying to find your perfect edge combination to get the perfect edges and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have to figure it out with this style, or you gonna end up taking it out early because you gonna be like, these edges, no. And with knotless braids, you can't really catch hair, you know, like with the box braids with the knot in them. A lot of braiders can catch and braid short hair. Like, if your hair is like that, like you can't get these because it's not long enough, for one. And then also, if you have like short edges or something like that, just know that they can't catch your edges or the little beady beads at the back because it's just too short. It's not going, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you have to have a decent length of hair, first of all, to even get the braids. But if you got short edges and short hair at the back, you're gonna definitely need some gel or whatever you use for your edges, because that's not gonna get caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, regular box braids, you know, you can catch those, but with this, it's starting out with your real hair, so you can't catch and snatch edges with knotless box braids. No matter how hard you try, if you try, you might can catch it with the braid, but as the time goes on, being that it starts with your own hair, so it's no tension and it's nothing to hold the hair there, it's gonna like slide out to the front, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna slide out with the edges because it was nothing really to hold it there in a good place. Overall, regular versus knotless box braids, I feel like it depends on what you're going for, like what look you are going for with your knotless box braids, because I mean with your braid look, because they both have good qualities and they both have bad qualities, just depend on what you want. All in all, I think it just depends on what you want as far as what you want with your braids. I feel like knotless box braids are the way to go if you're trying to save your edges and if you just want a good protective style that's gonna last you and also not put tension on your hair or put your hair at risk for breakage or anything like that. I think knotless box braids is perfect. Knotless box braids are very natural looking, so with that I believe that they age well. Like age well is in like the older they get, they look, you know, they don't look bad, you know, as they get older. I think they look good. I'm not gonna say they look better as they get older. I feel like they just look fine, you know. Just depends on what you want. But as I was saying, like in about 3 weeks, that's when the knotless box braids will start to look older. You know, you can tell that you've had them in for a while. But I don't think you need a retrace with knotless box braids because they look natural, like they're supposed to look, like they're growing out of your hair. So when they get older, I think, you know, if you, like I said, if you got the right combo as far as laying your edges and slicking your hair up, like I think when they're older, I think they look really cute, like in a all pulled up into a bun or something like that, because it just looks really natural with your hair. So now with regular box braids, they look good when you first get them done, but always, especially if you have like medium or regular size box braids, by the 6 week mark or maybe earlier, you know, in that range between, I say between 4 to 8 weeks, you're gonna need a retrace done around your edges, because the knot on the braid, as your hair grows out, you can see the big knot, you know, sliding on down the braid, especially if they're big braids. So, you know, they don't really age well to me, old box braids, unless you keep getting the edges done over, because of the knot. Like the knot looks crazy as it grows out, you know, as your hair is growing out, the knot moves farther down the braid and I think it starts to look a bit crazy. And also, like I said, knotless are a more healthier option for your hair because you don't have to worry about tension. But with regular ones, you do have tension at the beginning, you know, maybe up until the second week, you're gonna feel a little bit of tension. Like it ain't, you know, not like snatching your hair out, but you still, I feel like you're gonna feel a little bit of tension up until the second week. After that, they should be good, like the knotless box braids. Time wise, the knotless box braids do take longer to get, but I won't say they take a whole lot longer, maybe about an hour and a half to 2 hours longer than the regular box braids. That's for me, like as far as me doing it. I don't know about other braiders, you know, it might take other braiders a lot longer, or it might be the same amount of time. But it's literally like doing a feed-in braid off of your head, so you know it's gonna take a little bit longer, but I feel like it's worth it, you know. But as I keep saying, it depends on what you want. If you care about the health of your hair and you can lay your edges, I would definitely say go with knotless box braids. If you want braids, you want a protective style, but you want your edges, you know, you want your edges to be caught, you know, and you don't want no, you know, hair out, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like knotless are a little bit more messy looking, not messy, but they, once they get older, they look a little bit more messy. But regular box braids, I would go with regular box braids if you're looking for just a neat look. Some people don't care as much about their hair health as they do about the way their braids look or how their hair looks. So some people will get a style that puts their hair at more risk because they think it looks better. So it all depends on what you want. So I hope this review was very helpful to you guys if you're trying to get box braids and trying to decide if you want knotless or the knot braids. So you guys like, comment, subscribe and stay tuned because more videos are coming. So subscribe. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join Lady Gang. Bye, guys.